I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, obviously coming back would have been amazing for me, but I wanted more for myself. I wanted to start over. I felt like I had been in a high since the national championship, and I want to hit rock bottom. I want to be a rookie again. I want to be knocked down by vets, and I want to be able to get up and grow and be a sponge. So I'm just super excited to play with the amazing players and against amazing players. And this league is really competitive, and I'm a competitive player, so I want to play against a lot of players.
Yeah, you are losing. You are losing.
We losing? You drinking water out of a bag and we losing? We ain't coming back there. Listen, we are not Africans. Do I look African to you? I would stick out like a sore thumb over there. I am American, Black American. And the culture we have is the culture y'all been idolizing all this time. Your rap music over there, the way you dress. I see you. The way you look right now, you look like you've been watching our black women over here. Because you got their whole style. Do y'all have AC? Hey. All right. Give it up for the ladies on the screen. Hey. All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially, and this is the midweek report. Hopefully everybody is doing well this evening. As y'all know, this is the midweek report, news break style. And we are live. We are live once again here on a good Wednesday evening. It's in the spring, so the sun is still out. That's a good thing. So hopefully everybody's doing well. So as you are coming into this broadcast right now, please hit that like button. If you are watching on Facebook or if you are watching on X, formerly known as Twitter, come on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to this channel, because this right here, doing the multi-cast on these platforms, will not be lasting too much longer, because we are all the way to the middle of April, which is New Black Media Appreciation Month. That's the voice of the people for the people. Go shout out to you. So if you are not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, come on over to YouTube right now and subscribe. While you're doing that, hit that notification bell and hit the word all. That way you'll be notified anytime this channel goes live or a broadcast is uploaded or premieres rather. And you can join this channel as well if you would like to. So please do that. And make sure you share this out on your social media if you would. So with that being said, this is how we do. We're going to greet the family here before we get into things here. So we're going to start with One Who Cares. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for being here, my good sister, Black First. Patricia Slade, Jersey City is here, Black First. Thank you for being here as well. We got our good sister, Judah Queen, in the building, Black First. Fam, thank you for being here, and a member and a good, long-standing, faithful moderator. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here as well. Lynette Williams, Black First, Montgomery, Alabama in the house. Thank you for being here, Montgomery, Alabama. Miss D at Sweet 201. Thank you for being here as well. Shout out to you. Yes, indeed. And we got Dominique Devereaux in the building. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Dominique Devereaux. Good to see you in the house as well. And we got David Boyd in the house, Black First. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you being here, David Boyd. Thank you for being here as well. Bronx, New York in the house. That's right. And salute to our good brother, Knight Rider in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here as well. And our good brother, dark skinned brother in the building. I appreciate you for being here, member and moderator. Solid. Another moderator out here in these new Black media streets. Thank you for being here as well, my brother, and for what you do for the cause. And Lady Effa in the building, Columbus, Ohio, checking in. Thank you for being here. Salute to you, Black First. And a good Black First, everybody who is here right now. All right. So, getting into the conversation tonight, which is, as you see, that's why I started with this song, which is not mine, by the way. But it's by the way, it's called Scarlet Fire. And, I think we can see what's happening. And, when we talk about the WNBA, something that I think should be noted, especially with this particular draft, is how they're trying to play it. And, they're definitely overhyping what really drove it. But before we get there, there are a few things I do want to talk about. They're right now trying to figure out how to give more money to Ukraine and also Israel. And there are some people who are saying, hey, we might not want to send these warplanes over here. Because, truth be told, then you are really becoming complicit and you are then a part. So, needless to say, it's not a good look. So we'll see what's going on there. But something I found kind of interesting was Alan Dershowitz. I'm not trying to purposely mess up his name, but I guess he's threatening leaving the Democratic Party because he feels that the issue of Israel is becoming a partisan issue, and he's ready to leave the Democrats if they don't send these warplanes over here. Check this out.
The Democratic Party is at risk of becoming the pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, pro-Hamas party. And if it becomes that, it has an enemy in me, and it has an enemy in many others who have long supported the Democratic Party. It's turning Israel from a bipartisan issue into a partisan issue. Not good for Israel, not good for America, not good for Democrats like me who have been generally loyal to the Democratic Party for so many years. We feel betrayed, and we're not going to take it. So my oath to you, if the United States cuts back on military aid to Israel, if it doesn't go through with its obligation, legal, ethical, moral, to send these F-16 or whatever fighter jets to Israel and denies them the right to protect themselves against Hamas, I will actively campaign against Democratic candidates all over the country. Wow. If the administration in any way cuts back military aid from Israel, I will no longer be a member of the Democratic Party.
Now that's very interesting. What y'all think about that when y'all see something like that? I will no longer be. So basically, if the Democrats don't basically pay attention to what you feel is important to you, you are willing to walk away from the party you have been so loyal to for so long. Isn't that interesting, family? Tay, the man in the building. What's going on, my brother? Black First. I appreciate you for being here. And we got Nightbot on duty too. Shout out to Nightbot. Thank you. If you are seeing right now on one of the other platforms, you see that link on the screen. That will bring you to this channel, and you can go ahead and join with us over here. So let me share the screen. Because something that our good brother Raheem Shabazz put on his Instagram, I found a little interesting. Not that we really didn't know, but when you see let me get this off the screen. When you see this, I mean, this is how much money these people are getting to lobby for Israel. It's a lot of money. Just, take that in for a minute. These folks is making a lot of money here, ain't they? That shouldn't surprise you. That should not surprise you at all. Here's former Senator Hillary Clinton. Yeah, she gets a lot. She gets broke off. Oh, there's another one. There's another. Making big dollars. Big bucks, no whammies. Oh, but the coup de grace. Joe Biden. Now, I ain't saying that this is basically buying a support base when you want to attack whoever you want to attack and have America have your back. Well, I think $5+ million would probably help with that incentive. Just between this, and this. Oh man, no wonder. Oh, they just fall in line. Of course they do. Yeah, and they'll go out there and lobby and take their money. That's why these people don't talk for black folks. You understand what I'm saying? This is why they don't talk for black folks. And, another thing that we always have to deal with is, the reality of, how do I phrase it? We're often dirtbagged, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. I would call it being dirtbagged, because in this instance, I don't know. I just see that as the only term to really use for this guy. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Comes to student loans, the president has announced a new program to confront or get around what the Supreme Court did with his first iteration.
Fair use.
He's going to build upon the $146 billion he's already forgiven for 4 million people. This bill has a chance of reaching another 23 million people to bring the total to somewhere around 30 million people who will be getting their student loans, the balance of their student loans eliminated. Now, Lawrence, I want to emphasize one thing, because a lot of people who criticize this program fail to recognize that what the president is doing is eliminating interest. Most of these people have paid back more than they ever borrowed and still owe more than the original loan was for. I have a constituent who borrowed $60,000, paid back that loan for more than 20 years. And when last October, he still owed $119,000.
That interest is insane. That is insane. But I mean, again, it's stuff like this because, you know, if you follow him on X, if you follow Jim Clyburn, he's over here like hashtag promises kept. Negro, please. My wife's still waiting on that debt cancellation. You know what you talk about. But again, you know, just like I said, being dirtbagged. So here he out here hopping out proud here. Hashtag promises kept. Really, dude? I don't think so. I don't think so, brother man. No. I would have to strongly disagree. Now, I see you as more like this, Jim Clyburn, right now. Because every time it is time to toe the line for the Democrats, here you are, like the little Democratic marionette puppet on a string, coming out to shield and do their thing. Anyway. Oh, man. Now, there's this other thing that they're doing right now, which is really funny. So with Kamala Harris, which, I mean, this is one of the oddest things. Now, remember, she did her whole tour, her abortion tour, right? Well, now she's up here for, was it a Maternal Health Week? Now, and so she put out a PSA. This is Kamala Harris. I mean, Miss pro-abortion herself. So this is just kind of, the irony for this is just amazing to me. But check this out.
Maternal mortality and Black maternal mortality is a healthcare crisis in America.
We know statistically women die more in the postpartum period.
Right.
Hi, I'm Venus. I'm a certified nurse midwife and the director of a program that trains doulas here in North Carolina.
What they do is hard work. What they do is hard work, but they should be compensated for what they do.
So, you know, to your point, I purposely wrote into our policies that doulas would be among those who are training other healthcare providers, because doulas, they know their stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Because women going through pregnancy and then post-pregnancy deserve to be seen as a whole person.
This is
And if
crazy.
they're going to fully receive the care to which they are entitled, I think we all have a responsibility to ensure that the caregiver takes an interest in who she is. And doulas do that so beautifully.
They do.
Yeah.
They are the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
They're
And the wise ones.
They're
Yeah,
the
they are the
bridge.
wise
They
ones.
are. They're the bridge.
Our doulas are a missing piece of the puzzle and a part of the solution.
I can most definitely support the doulas. Oh yes, but I just the irony of all of a sudden, yes, I care about maternal health, Miss Miss Take Him to the Hitman tour. I'm a May. Okay. Alrighty then. I'll say, Miss Take Him to the Hitman. Is that what? There's a poster for you. Planned Parenthood had the Hitman on it. Matter of fact, and there's, you know, how you see these commercials for apps when if you have a phone, because you know if you ain't paying for some of these apps that you might have to use, the commercials that they have for these damn apps. I seen this one that said it was, I guess, the game Hitman. And so the white hitman is standing in an alley, and in the back you got these black dudes walking in the background, looking like I guess they were trying to really visibly make them look like gang members. And so and here he is, the hitman, just waiting to pick him off. And the game is like one of them. Okay, so get ready to shoot. So your interest. To draw my interest into this game, the very first thing that you're doing is showing a white man shooting a black man. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is absolutely appalling, to say the least. But yeah, that's what they pushing out there. It's crazy, crazy. Now moving to New York. I got some situations going on in New York, which is I find very interesting because I find interesting, but what I don't understand, I do understand, but it's just ironic that these are the people I come here and I work hard, and now they are absolutely complaining out here, African community together. And they're making sure that they are highlighting African. There's no old diaspora unity and our brothers here. No. Oh no, they are unified African. They ain't got nothing to do with us. And they are, believe you me, they ain't mentioning us. So out of this story, this is from CBS. It says migrants rally at New York City Hall, want officials to make it easier for them to work. Hundreds of black migrants, many from African countries, showed up at the city hall Tuesday demanding better treatment. They said that they just want a job and basic shelter. The migrants and their advocates say they've received unfair treatment and have been left forgotten. You've been left forgotten? No, you left where you were supposed to be. And you came out, see that in the end. Okay, that's a little entitled, but okay. Boy, that's some bootstrapping, ain't it? That's really bootstrapper talk, ain't it? Okay. The migrants or invaders, shall we say, because I believe these people are new arrivals and they have not actually got here legally, from my understanding, because all I'm seeing is the headlines is that these people are illegal. Goes on, the migrants and their advocates say that they've received unfair treatment and have been left forgotten. The rally at City Hall was a bid to get attention of state and federal lawmakers. They are hoping changes would be made to immigration laws, and they could help contribute to the economy. They said they want to work and are trying to cut through the red tape that's stopping them. They asked for local leaders to put more pressure on Washington, D.C. to make a change. Wow. Boy, that is okay. Dozens rallied on the steps outside City Hall in support, or gathered in support nearby, while the city council chambers tears were shed for all black migrants impacted by what advocates are calling unfair treatment. Wow. And this is why we talk about tethers and all of this, because see, right when it come down time to they talking resources, they forget about these old foundational Black Americans very quick. Very, very quick. Boy, all that Pan-African went right on out the window when they want to go get them something from them folks, didn't it? Cynthia Newman in the building. Thank you for being here. Cynthia Newman, Black First. Oh, yeah. Straight up. All right, let me see. Quote, they are here to show you that they belong and that they are here and that they should not be erased. Please listen to them, said Patrice Lawrence, executive director of UndocuBlack Network. What? I ain't never heard of that. Have y'all heard of that before? The Black, what does it say? The UndocuBlack Network. Wow. Tuesday, city council members held their first meeting to learn more about the experiences Black migrants have been going through in New York. Wow. Wait, see, hold on. How people that ain't even citizens here having hearings? What? Where's our hearing? And then they get in there talking, well, we're going to shed a tear for all Black migrants. Ooh-wee. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And act like, but we're all one, brother. Well, we need these tangibles. It's all about us Black immigrants. Huh. I mean, man. That flat blackness thing disappeared quick. Here we go again with this word. Black migrants have reported verbal and physical abuse due to the color of their skin, one person said. Uh-oh. Do we have to go there early? Hold on now, because we know what type of talk that is. Hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
Yeah, don't come over here doing that. Well, I mean, just because the color of our skin, we all, but no. Federal immigration laws are either slowing down the process for these migrants to get work permits, or depending on what country they come from, it makes them ineligible. Well, yeah, you might be coming from a no-fly list country, and you coming straight off up in here trying to get into somebody's business. They ain't having it. Let's see. But when they give us work permits, we can work and take care of ourselves, one person said. Mohammed Ba said he came from Guinea 5 months ago, ready for work. Oh. Anywhere you go to find a job, they ask for working papers. Ba said, yeah. Governor Kathy Hochul has tried to speed along the process, but to no avail. We need real immigration reform, Mayor Eric Adams said. You got to be kidding me. Something is just not right, and we need to fix it. I have a solution. I definitely have an idea. Around here, we say, fire up the jet. You have a solution. Fire up them jets. Clear. Yeah, head on out. It's clear our immigration system is broken and needs overhauling, New York Immigrants Affairs Commissioner Manuel Castro said. The migrants at City Hall are also upset over language access barriers and temporary shelters, saying 30 days isn't long enough. One mother And her 2 children have been staying at the Humanitarian Relief Center at Floyd Bennett Field. Said the city should provide more assistance. Your assistance is on the screen, folks. Your assistance is right here on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. You want some assistance from these taxpayers? Now, see, people, oh yeah, we got to take care. No, we don't. And then you say you ain't got no money for reparations and this will change and this and that. Man, you got you got as many people in this country right now as that they pretty much had said perished during the time of the plague. The recent one, I mean. Oh, goodness. What I expected to have was help from the American people, and I don't see it, she said. What? This is a quote. What I expected to have was help from the American people, and I don't see it, she said. Hashtag fire up the jet. You can ride on out. I mean, the nerve of these folks. This is insane. And so they had their hearing again. Where is our hearing? Lincoln Foundational Black American, the freedmen, descendants of slaves, chattel slave in America. When can we have our hearings on how we are treated? Like this, you think about like these police things happening. Should we not be expressing in these hearings our grievances as well as a people? Why are we deprived of that same platform? I know one reason is we don't have politicians that worry about black folks at all. Although they have black skin, they don't give a damn about black people. Matter of fact, people like Jim Clyburn, they hate black people. The average black person, they can't stand. To them, they're Democrat. They're not black. You understand what I'm saying? And that's probably one of the biggest things to learn, understand about them folk. Yeah, they ain't black. They Democrat. Better know it. So, let's hear from them themselves.
Jefferson, Stockton, Halls, thousands of men who did not have case management, sleep on court without anything. They need to get a job, have no good health care or housing. We do not have enough African direct service organization. We demand help in Brooklyn and Queens. We have donated time and money to African mothers, expecting organizing clothing drive, transportation, and food for medical service as mutual aid. We have translated for health or death medical procedure. We couldn't afford necessary antibiotic in a city like New York. So one of our members had to buy antibiotic in Colombia to help our brother who suffered from a 3rd burn degree. We have seen asylum case be poorly completed, being denied asylum. Thousands more have had the chance to do their application. This is negligence. This is unacceptable.
This sounds like a huge level of entitlement. I mean, like I said, am I looking at this incorrectly, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just confused. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Because I mean, man, it just it just seems a little bit on the. Well, I expected the American people to help me. What? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, who goes somewhere and says, well, I just expect them to take care of me? What? And we was just supposed to hop out here. See, this is you understand where the Pan-African energy comes from with these folks? It's usury. And people, I'm sure folks be, oh, that ain't everybody. And no, it's not. It ain't everybody. But look at the high numbers of what you're seeing. And these people will come here and be looking down on us. I ain't feeling that. And y'all shouldn't either. Not at all. Kerman Wingfield in the building. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for being here this evening. I appreciate it. And I see our good sister, Deneen Soul, in the house. Thank you for being here as well, Black First. Yes, indeed. Goodness. Phantom Beat in the house. What's going on? Black First, man. Oh, good grief. These folks is crazy. Tia, to you in the building, thank you for being here, and shout out to you, and happy new Black Media Appreciation Month to you. And Deneen Soul, also thank you for being a member. Yes. And so let's get back to this, because again, this just it just reeks of entitlement. I mean, we need our services. This is unacceptable. Entering this country illegally is also unacceptable. However, at the present leadership, it is acceptable because that floodgate was open day one of the inauguration. So, woohoo, man. Big win for Joe Biden right there. And now nobody knows how to fix it. And that wall don't sound so bad right now. You know what? It's such a trip that, now when people see that wall, nobody bats an eye anymore. Oh my God, he wants to build a wall to keep people out. How does that look like? What does it look like to you now? Still so against it? Let's hear some more.
This is shameful time in New York history. This city is not friendly for all people. It is anti-African and xenophobic.
Oh, man, hold on. New York has long housed African immigrants. So what are you talking about? It is, and also the phrasing, anti-African. Oh, really? Like anti what? Anti-Black? Anti-African. Okay. New York City is anti-African. I ain't talking about these things. So again, I want y'all to also think about what she's really saying. New York. Oh, so you mean us, the Black folk? Because I mean, especially for y'all New Yorkers in the chat, like who you think she talking about? Ain't she talking about y'all? It ain't a friendly place, well, because you don't belong there and you're crowding the already crowded place.
Cette ville n'est pas du tout accueillante pour les Africains. Elle est raciste et xénophobe, et on doit le dire. We came to share this testimony to let you all know in this council you all are responsible for this pain and suffering that will affect us for generations to come. But you also can change this for better. C'est l'hôpital qui se moque de la charité. New York City should at least live up to the standard it projects to the world, instead of the mediocrity he has shown our community. Africans deserve dignity and respect. We are not animals. This country has the habit to... I'm so upset. You have a habit to receive all over immigrants, all over community. Why is it going to be done only to the African?
Why you think? Why you think? And why do you do that today? Think of how many of these people, you guys, this is why you're losing. And you guys have no culture. Really? Really now? You're over here begging, whining, and crying. But you blacks don't know where you come from. Why are you crying? You crying because you're having a hard time in New York. And the xenophobic, and they xenophobic. Oh my Lord, who's xenophobic, ma'am? So what she is saying? I mean, come on, man. We know what this is. That's why they out there shed a tear for the black migrants and the Africans. Oh my goodness. Give it a rest. Boy, she's really pouring it on thick. There's just a little more.
Because it's an embedded protocol of racism and xenophobia in this city. And I want all
in
my
this
fellow
country,
Africans
ma'am,
to know what it is that they will face if they come in New York City.
Well, no, this is what you see, and it's going to happen when you're in America. Because, see, here in America, there is what they call white supremacy, which is actually global. I mean, because Africa has completely been colonized. So it would seem to me that you already have that understanding. I mean, right? I'm just saying. And so now here are all of these people coming over here with the most entitled attitude, saying what they need to be getting, and xenophobic. We know where that xenophobic line is targeting. But for the delineation that had to see, look at the timing in that as well, because delineating on a mass scale and having to do it so quickly was very beneficial for our cause. You know what I mean? Because look at what we're seeing right now, this big influx of black immigrants, and they gonna start trying to keep hollering out how they're getting treated, and well, you came to an anti-black country, and so by way of default, you will be getting residual anti-African treatment because this country was already anti-black. That doesn't put us in the same position. That doesn't put us in the same struggle. But I'm glad to see that the world can see with this particular conversation that once again, when the Africans went to go talk about some tangibles, it had excluded itself from us. So we can just, do away. Well, yeah, this is how they practice Pan-Africanism. And you have to be honest with yourself. This doesn't work for us. Isn't that clear? It might be hard to accept, but it should not be hard to see. This is no benefit to us. They get up there and worry all about themselves and forget all about us that quick. Why are you sitting up here in our house? No thanks. Hard pass. I mean, wow. It's anti-African. So you even coming here using the verbiage? Jeez. Covetous. Covetous much? Good grief. But anyway, and check this out. Let me show this video. Look at this.
What is going on here? What is really going on here? What's going on here? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing over here? Why are you guys in line here? What the fuck is going on?
Oh man, they deep, ain't they? And and this will be, again, like I said, this will be the same group of tethers talking about you guys don't work hard. But see, it was the government. Brother Crew Reality Grand Negus became a member. Yes, indeed. I'm not sure if you was already a member or, oh no, new member. All right. Man, well, thank you for joining, my brother. I appreciate it. And peace, power, blessings, and protection be with you and yours. I appreciate that. So welcome to the channel. And it says black first. They look like black folk. Everyone want to be one till it's time to be one. Ain't that the truth? And I mean, man, this my thing is this. Look how fast you get here. You ain't even here legally. And already like, hey, forget them niggas. I mean, for real. Come on now. Oh, those terriers. And you know, you can always tell them because these idiots have no idea who Creole people are. It's like, what's wrong with you? Oh, you guys are mixed. Like, huh? Oh, you must be Puerto Rican. What? That's okay. Goofy tether talk. And just look on the screen. Look how like them folks is. Is every last one of them mixed? Like there's not different shades of black folks in Africa. Now you might get down there to like Ghana and Nigeria, and they might be doing a little bit of that skin bleaching. Having them videos of them like African weddings with a face be all the face be super light skin. And then you look at the woman's hands, her hands is dark. Her hands is dark as all get out. Oh my Lord. Oh, yes, indeed. So real quick, family, there was another story. I don't know if y'all heard about this. This I think she's a Brazilian woman or something who rolled a dead dude into the bank to try to have him sign for a loan. And she up there holding his head up. I'm like, this dude dead as all get out. Like, what is this woman doing? And she, okay, hold the pen and she's holding this. It's just the craziest thing ever. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. Like, what is she doing? Like, this man is clearly deceased. And she over here got him trying to prop him up to sign a loan application. The level of scam is outrageous. And she's really working at it too. So yeah, if you guys run into that one, that's a very weird a very weird story, and it looks even worse. So I won't show it here, but I guess if you want to, you guys can treat yourself to you can treat yourself to what that looks like. Like I said, it looks like Weekend at Bernie's. It is not good. And I'm not sure the outcome of what happened to the woman, but I would hope that she has been arrested. Because I mean, she's attempted to fraud, and then also there's the abuse of the corpus issue. So, yeah, that was that is super duper crazy, family. And I don't even know how the bank folks are just sitting in there while she's sitting up there with this dead man. It's just absolutely nuts to me. But anyway, there was something that my member Keep Prince sent to me. And you guys might remember, for those of y'all who've been with the channel for a while, I did a piece about the lash laws that we've had here in Oregon at the time, because Oregon absolutely they wanted Oregon super white, although it took the black man York to get him here. they wanted Oregon to be the white utopia, which it pretty much is. For those who do not know, this is also where the modern Klan as you know it began. So during early Reconstruction, that Klan was in the country down south. Well, then when the Klan reemerged, they were birthed in the state of Oregon. For those of you who don't know, same as the Aryan Nation and all of them, most of those organizations held right out of the good old state of Oregon. And so Key Prince, shot me this video. So I want to just give you a little brief minute clip of Oregon history. And this is the things that have happened in my state. When they say there wasn't anything like this on the West Coast, they also try to tell you that there wasn't no slavery out here either. But you could keep your slaves for 3 years and then they had to get out of here. So yes, technically slavery was legal, but it was banned but legal, because at the end of the day, you got to get your Negroes out the state. So there's that. But check this out, folks.
The concept of settlers coming and settling an area that was uninhabited is really incorrect.
When the white settlers came to the Oregon Territory in the 1830s, they took the land from the Native Americans by force.
They were considered to be savages. The white settlers were fearful of them.
The tribes were removed from their home in the Southern Territory onto reservations up north, leaving the Southern Territory to white settlers. The Southern Oregon Historical Society says they wanted to keep it that way.
Oregonians at that time did not want slavery, but they didn't want blacks here either.
When Oregon was still a territory in 1844, it passed its first black exclusionary law. While it banned slavery, the territory wasn't welcoming to minorities. It prohibited black people from living here for more than 3 years. If a black person broke that law, the consequence was 39 lashes every 6 months until they left.
And that is a little moment of history of the state of Oregon. Crew reality. Denver, Colorado was it was ahead of go. Yes, yeah. That's why they got rid of Stapleton. Sure enough. I was just when I was in Denver, I was at that Renaissance. I guess that's used to be Stouffer's, I think. It's been so long since I've been out to Denver. But yeah, man, that I was like, oh, this is gone now. It tore all of this down, but I didn't realize one of the main reasons why a few of them things out there are renamed. Because yeah, man, Stapleton. What's the other thing that just was renamed? There was something else, and then also the park was named after my relative. Because some of these these locations out there in Denver, man, they had a heavy Klan presence, a very heavy Klan presence. And so then when they started unearthing these people's Klan past, they had to go ahead and get some things out of the paint. But what's so funny in Denver, you got rid of Stapleton Airport, got that racist monument up out of here, and then turned around and built Blucifer. I'm like, boy, that thing is if you guys have ever went to Denver's airport and had to come in either by train or on the freeway, what was that, 70? You will not miss it. It is, I guess if you're on the train, it'll be to your right. And this is this big giant. If you just look up Blucifer, you will see what Blucifer is: a big giant blue horse that looks like a big giant demon, and its eyes glow red. And the true story is that before it was completed, the head actually killed the maker, and so the son had to finish it. Hence the story of Blucifer. The demon horse that will send you to all of your locations around the world. And one of the biggest airports that is so big, it just does not really make any sense. It's a lot of walking. And they got a whole damn like subway thing too. Black women stand up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Judah Queen, did you go look it up? Did you go look up Lucifer? Man, shoot, I'm surprised that like little kids don't get scared going by that damn thing at night. That thing looked crazy. But yeah, I'm cool. I'm like, why would you build that? Well, I guess, somebody thought that'd be cool. I mean, these folks, they kind of devil chasers. Now before we get to this last story, of course, of how Angel Reese changed the game, I can't stand seeing like the gross pandering, and I really can't stand seeing our things like, the Cosby Show, Good Times, and now Different World being used as some kind of tool to get black folks on the Democrats. And to use Different World just really tells you what demographic they're really targeting, that they are looking at. And I mean, Different World, well, this ain't the new kids. No, this is targeted at us, family. Us more seasoned individuals, us lived ones. But this is so cringy. So I'm sure y'all seen it. They had the cast of A Different World at the White House, and now they're over here doing PSA ads for the Democrats. So I guess O'Shea Pierre, I guess she was feeling her black moment. So yeah, this little video is so cringy.
It's a different world. Woo! From where it come from. Here we go. Yes, it is now.
Oh, super cringe. Why? Yeah, I'm really not impressed with that. I'm really not impressed with that. And to me, it's really cringy. Like, damn, you just really finna just throw away you just tapping into all our own little history. I never saw that Superfly movie, so I don't really know how that went. But I mean, what's with what next they're gonna remake Truck Turner? I mean, what is going on out here? And by the way, do not remake Truck Turner. I mean, that's a classic. I like to see that untouched. Here's another little thing, and I'm gonna kind of mute it at first. I might just leave it muted. But yeah, A Different World cast. They at the White House. Oh Lord. Yeah, okay, they do got the music on it. I mean, this is nuts. Oh yeah, so we're gonna go talking. Now we're gonna go and rally on the Black College Tour to register people to vote. So yeah, okay, so yeah, it's just all music. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm sure these people probably already were rocking with the Democrats anyway. But I mean, at this point, come on, man. Like, I would rather not see things like that tied to some kind of political machine when you spent all of these years not taking any sides and keeping that black experience just the black experience. So yeah, I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, because even when they had the little politician dude, the was it Byron, the dude that Whitley was gonna marry? I don't even think they really said if he was a Democrat or a Republican. But he was a politician. But yeah, they've never really just kind of jumped on a side. It was always about the black experience, which I can appreciate. But with what they selling right now is definitely different than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? So, yeah, that's just ultra cringy. And then, them folks over there at the National Action Network done gave that Mika Zabrinsky, done gave that woman an award. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these folks? And see, that's why we can't really rock with these people, man. Because they do stuff like this. And it's like,
We take care of our children, our parents, everybody. We do it all. And yet we don't ask for more. It's not built in. It didn't sit right with me. In fact, in some ways, I think women still feel like it's untoward to speak about money for them. They feel shame. Shame. Can you imagine? It doesn't make any sense, right? And now with our rights and our access to health care being ripped from us, 50 years of rights, this passion of mine, it's really a mission for all of us.
What I want to go to is explain then how somebody that is antithetical to your roots, my mother's roots, could appeal to that base of whites and blacks and the person of Donald Trump. What are we looking at here?
If they voted for Trump in 16, whatever. They voted for Trump in 20, they knew exactly what they were doing. If they vote for Donald Trump in 2024, they're knowingly voting for a fascist. They're voting for a racist. They're voting for somebody that wants to put this country 200 years in the back.
So what now? Yeah, that's a hard one to sell, man.
This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Never.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You're voting for a racist. Well, we don't have to vote for Donald Trump either, because there yet is another candidate. Couch 2024. Right here in your face, ladies and gentlemen. Because, no tangibles, no vote. No black agenda, no vote. See, you saw what was it Alan Dershowitz? You see what he's talking. Hey, he's leaving a party if they don't heed to the demands that they want for Israel. It makes sense for him to leave, not getting tangibles. And you're going to tell black folks how stupid we are and uninformed we are when we're not getting tangibles either. And then we'll say, well, we're going to hold our vote, or we're going to vote for whoever we vote, or vote. Make sure you vote locally, but if you don't have a presidential ballot to cast, man, register to vote. I would definitely make sure of that. Because the one thing about registering to vote, they know who sat home. So when you do protest non-vote, for the president. You just leave that blank. They know that you voted, even. But they know who you didn't vote for. So you most definitely could take that couch if they ain't coming with the tangibles. Just saying. Well, that's a vote for, man, you might as well be voting for Donald Trump. I don't see it that way, and you ain't going to convince me of that lunacy. No, a vote for me is a vote for me. So let's get me some tangibles, get my folks some tangibles out here. And then now we talking. Outside of that, yeah, okay. Go ahead, keep that. Oh, and so, man, there's this other thing I need to touch on real quick. Do I have that in here? Man, do y'all see? I think this might be what this is. Let me see. Y'all see what's going on out there in Dubai? Now, if my memory serves me correct, Dubai got that. They've been playing with the weather. Not much different than this country when you start talking about that. But I guess they've been manipulating the weather out there. And right now, Dubai is just repetitively getting flooded. And it's getting flooded to the point, I guess they had like a few years worth of rain in 24 hours. Like, man. Yeah, so yeah, Dubai catching hell right now. I guess a few people have died at the airport. And I've seen some things that said God is not pleased. And I mean, it kind of makes you wonder, because, did he need you to manipulate the weather? Then you started manipulating the weather, and now y'all done tore yourselves up. I think, let me see. I believe this is a little clip of what's going on out there. Check this out.
Job no coming to me. Water too much road.
Wow. Don't let nobody tell you that the earth can't flood. Oh, that'd be crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that fiction. Oh, that's crazy talk. Yeah, okay. It's crazy talking till it ain't. If man can make it do that, how much more? Uh-huh. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have came to the part of this evening to where we are going to talk about how Angel Reese changed the game. And, starting off with what I began with in this broadcast here, is a little piece of her press conference and how she is approaching her next phase. Check this out.
I didn't know what I was going to do. Obviously coming back would have been amazing for me, but I wanted more for myself. I wanted to start over. I felt like I had been in a high since the national championship, and I want to hit rock bottom. I want to be a rookie again. I want to be knocked down by vets, and I want to be able to get up and grow and be a sponge. So I'm just super excited to play with the amazing players and against amazing players. And this league is really competitive, and I'm a competitive player, so I want to play against a lot of players.
Yeah. Okay, so, with how this is working, everybody is doing the most with this Caitlin Clark Love. And I just seen some headlines, which I'm like, okay, well, I think the most is really being done here, and it to me, I know they love hanging on Don Staley's words about Caitlin Clark. I just tell you, that's business. Because the truth be told, it is not Caitlin Clark that has drawn all these eyes. Because like I said, this is a co-ed audience. You really think they looking at Caitlin Clark? Not to sound any kind of mean, but I mean, and this is why on draft night they had to do so much even coverage, because at the end of the day, the true talent was undeniable. And see, I think a lot of that actually plays into why they don't want the Angel Reese's and the I can't remember the sister's name right here. She went second. The lady in the red, she went second after Caitlin Clark. So, and then Angel Reese. It's kind of funny because she literally went seventh. Lucky number 7, Angel number 7. Yeah, that's funny. So shout out to her, by the way, and congratulations to all of them for entering into the next career phase of being professional basketball players. Now, with that being said, this whole wave of how they've been going at the Caitlin Clark is just she's single-handedly bringing the eyeballs to the sport, single-handedly, all by herself. There's no one around her, miles away. I mean, come on, man. And we're seeing, the overhype here, even with the Saturday Night Live. You got her team on. Why is Iowa at Saturday Night Live? They're the losers. You got the losing team on TV. How's that? I mean, all of this is just nuts. But it goes to show how mainstream media, in the order of the day, and they stayed on code, making sure that they promote Caitlin Clark over all these other women. I mean, because one of these, Caitlin Clark helps shatter or helps WNBA shatter draft viewership. I don't even know why that would be a headline. But there was an article. But before I get to that article, Jason Whitlock chimed in on the WNBA too, which was kind of weird, but I guess he had, a little opinion on these females that he's saying they're overpaid. I don't necessarily agree with that. I do believe that league loses money. I mean, we definitely could probably see that, but this is an opportunity to change the audience makeup of professional women's basketball. Because what has been happening, especially what I've seen in all of these different, because we've had 2 professional women teams here in Portland. We had before the because it was 2 leagues at one point in time, if y'all will remember. So it wasn't just the WNBA; it was the WNBA and another women's league. So there was 2 women's leagues that they basically started at the same time, and so. Then those leagues, a lot of those teams are kind of defunct, and the rest of that league incorporated itself into the WNBA. So that's how the WNBA got more teams. And so if people don't know, that's how that took place. But with that being said, it still has been a very much a business. And it's catered to its audience at the time, and its audience. I mean, I don't know how much revenue you're gonna get out of the. Oh yeah. ABL. That's what it was. Miss D, thank you. Yeah. ABL. And yeah, we had Portland Fire. Portland Fire, and then I think they still have a team in Seattle. I believe they still have a team in Seattle, but there's no women basketball here outside of college. That's all that's happening right here. So, somebody said no sound. Y'all can hear me, can't you? Hopefully y'all can hear me. I think so. All right. Oh, yeah. And Miss D said South Carolina, Camila Cardoza was in New York. Where was South Carolina? Yeah. You know, that's a very interesting point. And not to mention, yeah, she went, what, 5th? And actually, it's funny too. I've seen an ad or an article. They're like, oh man, for Seattle, so Seattle does have a team because that's what it was about. So you want to hurry up and get your tickets to see Caitlin Clark play in Seattle. I'm thinking to myself, if anybody, I think the ticket, the good game that everybody gonna want to see is Chicago. I think Chicago probably will have the most solid following because they picked Cardoza and Reese. So I think that right there within itself is a boost. And Jason Whitlock is just a hater. The women overpaid. And then they, like I said, they hang on and hinge on every word Dawn Staley say about her, which is kind of cheesy, but whatever. And it's the business. Now, some people could possibly also suggest that, she does have a white wife. That's probably neither here nor there, though, right? So, I'm just saying. So there's an article that this came out from Women's Health magazine. I'm like, oh, okay. Actually did a nice little piece on her real quick. And it says, what is Angel Reese net worth in 2024? All about her WNBA rookie contract and endorsements. So let's see what they're talking about. Angel Reese is officially a WNBA star. The 21-year-old women's basketball forward was selected 7th overall during the 2024 WNBA draft and will be heading to the Chicago Sky for her professional debut. Angel in the Sky. She captioned a sweet IG post about her new team. The Bayou Barbie will be joined by third pick overall, Camila Cardoza, who helped lead South Carolina to win the 2024 NCAA March Madness Women's Tournament. Yeah, and she was the most outstanding player as well. So she comes in as a champion. Fresh off a championship, by the way. So now the Windy City will have not one, but 2 national champions on their hands. Angel and the LSU Tigers won it in 2023. And think about that. You have 2 champions, and they're talking about, yeah, get your tickets for when Caitlin Clark comes to town. Are you kidding? And might I just point out, I'm just going to say, and I don't even have Camila Cardoza on the screen, but y'all know what that Brazilian sister looked like. So who you think people going to be coming out and paying that will really legitimately be filling seats? I'm just saying. Women's basketball is definitely a different product right now. And will the powers that be allow these sisters to shine? And right now we are seeing, we see how you can package it, but we see how they want to package it. And all of that's on your screen right now. Which way should they really go? And why this game is being changed, and all the else say it's Caitlin Clark all day long. Until they tried to say that, but realistically, when you're looking at this from a business standpoint, who on your screen are your money makers? Again, I'm just saying. Last year, she also won an ESPY for Best Breakthrough Athlete in 2023 and made history for breaking several records in just one season. Of course, all this recognition has led Angel to some big name image likeness NIL deals, which come with a hefty paycheck. Earlier this year, she is ranked 8th for most NIL earnings per on 3. Let's see. And now she's pro. Those NIL deals are just called sponsorships. Naturally, Angel's new career in the WNBA raises questions about how much she'll make. Ahead, here's a breakdown of Angel's net worth. Her starting salary in the WNBA is around $73,000. So Angel signed a 4-year deal at $324,383 with the Chicago Sky, and she'll earn $73,439 in her first year, which increases each season until she hits $93,636 in her 4th year, assuming the Sky uses her 4th-year option. This is only slightly lower than the salary of Caitlin Clark, who was drafted first to the Indiana Fever. She will top out at $97,582. Angel does have the possibility of earning additional incentives like WNBA Rookie of the Year and a $5,150 bonus and selection in the All-Star game, which will be an additional $2,575. Needless to say, this is a far cry from Angel's NBA counterparts. Well, of course. Let me see. I want to go down to her deals. Okay, she has 17 NIL deals for the season, for the 2022-23 season. Yep, Angel has a whopping total of 17 different NIL sponsorship deals, according to the March 2023 Sponsor United report. Man, she's killing it. Now, see, this is my thing. Now, when you're getting the NIL deal, you mean to tell me her image and likeness, you're going to forego the fact that her image and likeness is being sold, and that is also bringing attention to women's basketball. So that's just the brass tacks of what's really happening. You could say that Caitlin Clark is great all you want to, but there's one champion on your screen. Not only that, though, the rest of the world seems to be following her. The most followed on Instagram on this screen is also Angel Reese. I mean, so it just begs, oh man, and no shade to Caitlin Clark. She's a solid player. Now, like I said, she was jacking up 40 shots a night. Now, if she was playing in a system to where she's not going to get that many shots, are we still having this conversation? It says these deals include big hitter brands like PlayStation, Raising Cane's, McDonald's, Coach, Wingstop, Outback Steakhouse, and Amazon. She makes a lot of money from her endorsement deals. Her 17 deals in 2022 and 2023 were worth around $1.7 million, according to USA Today. Some of those endorsement deals include Sports Illustrated, Calvin Klein, Outback Steakhouse, Reebok, ZOA Energy, Amazon Starry, PlayStation, Meal Organics, and Jan Sports. In October 2023, Reebok and the basketball star announced their partnership in a fun Instagram post. In the video, Angel is seen putting on makeup and a necklace with Angel and Reebok on them. Reebok X, Angel Reese were proud to be announced. Reebok and, okay, I don't know why they put it like that. We're proud to announce the new partnership with college hoop star Angel Reese, the caption said. So Reebok put her out there. She raked in even more deals during the 2023-24 season. So what I just told you about was her endorsement deals from the previous year. Angel sponsorship continued throughout her senior year at LSU. Most recently, she inked a deal with Goldman Sachs to promote the 1 Million Black Women campaign, which amplifies the voices of Black women to policymakers in Washington, D.C. In an ad that just dropped, Angel can be seen alongside her mom, former basketball player Angel Webb Reese. I owe so much to my mom, said Angel said. She instilled in me confidence, work ethic, and commitment to my community. It's clear that from her generation to today, Black women are still facing challenges. But I believe change is possible. I'm proud to be teaming up with Goldman Sachs, 1 million Black women, to make sure the voices of Black women in my community are heard all across the country. So that's far from the only deal she signed this year, though. Angel also nabbed contracts with these big name, according to On3: Tops, Beats by Dre, Tampax, and Airbnb. Oh, and then she had her commercial. So you seen the commercial with Flaugenet. I say so. She even surprised the LSU women's and men's teams with their own sets of Beats by Dre in purple and yellow, of course. She started her own foundation with money. With all that money rolling in, Angel has put her funds to good use. In August 2023, Angel started the Angel Reese Foundation, which aims to give back to her hometown in Baton Rouge. Give back to her hometown and Baton Rouge. The foundation is dedicated to fostering equity for girls and underrepresented groups through innovative and impactful initiatives to ensure equal opportunities for all girls in sports, education, financial literacy, and other areas where girls have been historically overlooked. Wow. In September 2023, Angel hosted a block party before school started up again. She shared this video. So it's a video from the block party. So she hosted a block party in her hood. So she's very active with the people, and that's also a good thing. What's her total net worth in 2024? Angel's net worth is $1.8 million. Wow. So she's already a millionaire. Shout out to Angel Reese. You understand that type of exposure? What that type of exposure really is, that means everybody around what she's doing is getting exposure. And they're to ignore that Angel Reese is probably one of the largest reasons for the attention going to the sport that it has got. And it's so funny. Now she's a champion going to play with another champion. And both champions have one thing in common. They are both champions over Caitlin Clark. Whoops. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall. And let us rise. Can you dig it? Yeah. I just wanted to touch on that for a hot second this evening, because we had to really give this sister her props, because this has been used as a proxy. Again, we talk about image and girls' image and all of this, and girls feeling insecure and all of this. One of the insecurities that obviously sticks out there is pretty, beautiful Black women. And let's just be very clear on what really, really, really fills the seats. Beauty will always win, and winners will always win. Shout out once again to Angel Reese for really, really laying an impact to her sport, although getting death threats and all other kind of threats, but persevering and getting her bag. So salute to Angel Reese, and salute to all of the draftees in the WNBA this year. I would expect that the viewership overall this year will be definitely a lot higher. And see with the WNBA, I'm glad they did capitalize on that, because they were able to, they made sure that they glammed these ladies up. They definitely had a thorough game plan to present the product that they're going to be putting out there this year. So we'll see how things turn out. Keep that game exciting. I would not mind to see if that basket just did come down a bit. I would most definitely prefer seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing women dunking. That kind of be cool. Seeing women bamming out. I'm just saying. And the little point guard for South Carolina, I believe next year. I think she's staying in. I believe so. Yeah, I think she might be the next big thing next year, because she hard. She is hard. Yeah, that little girl from South Carolina, I think she African or something. Yeah, that girl is hard. Okay, Don Staley got some go get 'ems out there. So yeah, good basketball. Not really that we don't talk about sports like that over here, but just got to give props where props are due. And on this particular situation, this is way more than sports. This is about image. And this is the true image of the WNBA. This is where it's going, because remember, winners win. And everybody likes the winner. Now, I think I don't know what the makeup of the not WNBA, but the Olympic women's basketball team looks like. I don't know who's all on that yet, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be calling her. So I'm sure Caitlin Clark is going to be playing on that team, which would be interesting to see how what gets worked out by, and she's already going to get worked out by her own team. So I think that is something that will be interesting to see, and we shall see. But see, there also might be people out there that think that, oh man, you guys are crazy, It's all about Caitlin Clark and this and that. It ain't all about champions and championships and winning and this and that. It's like, yeah, I beg to differ. I strongly beg to differ. And the reason why I beg to differ is because I got good sense. No, winning changes a lot. You better know it. So at the end of the day, I just see that I really see, like, in this scenario, how by next year, how is this going to look? And I think I'll be right when I'll be telling you that it's going to be Chicago that is really the draw. Then that will prove. It's going to take. It's a thing that will play out, but that at the end of the day will prove who really legitimately got eyes to this sport we call women's basketball. Now, for those of you who are just so anti-black that you can't understand it, I don't know what to tell you. And then also going back to the previous thing that we had to talk about earlier at this broadcast, these ungrateful, entitled tethers that came over here thinking we was finna just put the bill and spring for them and move over and, hey, come on in, while you actually go talk about tangibles and forget all about the people that even allow you to be here. So if you think we're wrong for our position and delineation, seeing how y'all just got down again, well, let me say this. I speak for myself, Beatzilla PDX official, the Beatzilla PDX official show. Those of you in the chat, the grassroots, voices of new black media. I think it's safe to say that I speak for all parties involved when we dedicate this song to you ungrateful handout tethers.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
remember, hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
Yes, indeed. So, family, we have came to that time once again. So you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at beatzillapdx. You can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And if you feel so inclined to support this channel by way of donation, you can do so at CashApp, $beatzillapdx. That's CashApp, $beatzillapdx. And we also have PayPal, which is Zilla Muzak. That is ZILLAMUZAK at PayPal. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, always remember this.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
I'm just saying. So with that being said, man, we're about to get on out of here. We, of course, have the weekly wrap-up, so be looking out for that notification. And we will see you then. So up until then, y'all stay Black, stay vigilant, and stay alive. Black first, Black first, Black first. Shalom, y'all. Have a great night.
When you know who Satan is,
Yes, sir.
you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth.
Yeah.
See, that's what you throw.
Yes, right, right.
Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.